One.
How you doing? This is the new Dewalt BL impact driver. BL stands for brushless motor, which Dewalt is going to be coming out with. I believe this is the first piece in the new line of drills and other tools that are going to be brushless. So what's brushless? Who cares about brushless? Well, in a traditional drill, which is a brush motor, guess it, the energy is transferred to the motor through brushes. That's how the motor spins. What does this mean to us? Well, this drill doesn't have any brushes in it. It's all electronic controlled. So the magnets are actually in the center of the motor and the windings are on the outside of the motor. Why do I care about that? Well, the electronic motor, the brushless motor, creates far less heat. Less heat means less energy being used to create the heat through friction, and more power going to the actual drill into the work you're doing. We've tested it out. Let me show you this. This is the other Dewalt. This is a regular brush motor, same 20-volt lithium-ion batteries. We played around with these a couple of times. What we found out is the new gun will actually put in almost twice as many screws as the old gun, which is pretty much what Dewalt had said about it all along. It's very nice, it's quiet. The other nice thing is because it's not creating all that heat from the friction, and if you've ever looked in the gun, you would see the sparks from the brushes. You're not getting that thermal fatigue that's going to limit the life of the drill. Also, if it's more conservative with energy, so you're charging the batteries less. Every time you charge one of these batteries, you take away a little bit of its life. So I'm going to expect that the batteries are going to last longer. Now, they call these things 20 volts, and talking to Dewalt, they're really not 20 volt. I mean, practically, they say when you first charge it, it charges to 20 volts. But as soon as you use the tool, it actually drops down to 18 volt. The reason they said they labeled it as a 20 volt instead of an 18 is they don't want to confuse it with their regular line of 18 volt power tools. Some neat new features about this gun is it's got a 3-speed setting. Honestly, I'm not exactly sure what it is because it doesn't change the gear ratio inside, so it's not like at lower speed you get more torque. It's just at lower speed the motor turns lower. They say on their website that that's so if you're doing metal applications or you want to control the amount of torque being used so you don't strip out screws. I guess so. I love the lights. I love the tool clips. And on the new tool line, they have this neat little fancy thing on the back here which will tell you how much power is left in the battery, which is great because that way you're not flipping through your bags, putting new batteries on and off, trying to figure out which one's charged. You're not going up to the top of the ladder only to find out that your battery's almost dead. I really like that little effect. Now, one of the concerns I had going back to the motor with Dewalt was that if it's an electronic motor, how is it outside? I mean, hey, we're working, you're going to be in wet atmospheres, it's going to fall off of roofs, off of ladders, into puddles. Is this thing going to hold up? And they told me that all the electronics inside are sealed and wetness shouldn't be a problem. Well, I think their idea of wetness and my idea of wetness are a little different, so I'm going to give it a try. Now, they said the battery isn't not to try to get the battery wet, so I'm not going to get the battery wet. And an engineer out there is probably going to have a heart attack. But let's try it just for the fun of it. Alright, let's get it wet. I think that's pretty wet. That's my idea of wet. Now, I'll actually clue you in. This is not the first time we did this. I actually did it when they first gave me the tool about a week ago. And it still works great. Since the last time I dropped it into a bucket of water, we've gone through about 1,000 screws with this without any problem. All in all, I really like this drill. I like the fact that I get more out of a charge for each charge. it seems, even though this is a small 1.5 amp hour battery compared to their larger 3, I can go pretty much all day with this drill with one battery, so it seems to me. I also like the fact that with the smaller battery, the tool's a lot lighter, because honestly, I'm getting older. I'm not really thrilled about carrying around 2 heavy tools. That's it. I think that Dewalt's got himself a winner with this. Thanks.